is the up, guys? Masochistic mindset here, and I know you were brought here by the title of the video, and yes, your looks are trash. And okay, what's up? Masochistic mindset here, but as I was saying, so it's a question where it's like, what do you mean my looks are trash? And I am not saying that your looks mean nothing. I am not saying that your looks won't help you achieve anything. But what I am saying is that having your life and your purpose and your self-worth revolve around how you look is a huge dire mistake that you don't want to make. So there's something that I learned. I think it was from Chris Williamson. I am not sure. I would love to stand corrected, but I think it is from a Chris Williamson podcast where he said that your looks are a depreciating asset. Your mind is your mind is an appreciating asset. So invest your self-worth wisely. And there's a lot, man, especially with stuff like TikTok nowadays. TikTok, Instagram, all these social media apps. We have people, I don't know. Okay, can you all see me? Okay. Hope you all can see me, guys. Let me just check. Yeah. Okay. So, especially with stuff like TikTok, Instagram. Hey, but the sun is killing me. But yeah, especially with stuff like TikTok, Instagram, all these social media apps that fuel your FYP, your feed with all these pretty guys, these pretty girls. You know, those TikTok guys, those TikTok girls, and there's a lot of people who feel so insecure because of those things. They feel as though they are not good enough, they are not worthy because some other person in Ukraine or USA has blue eyes, has curly blonde hair, and is, handsome and is good looking in the standards of, TikTok and Instagram users. I'm a TikTok user, so yeah. But I'm here to tell you that is rubbish. That is rubbish. I think that an example I can make from this is with Bitcoin. So what is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is a decentralized money system, right? It solves the problems caused by centralized currencies to the economy. So all the problems that are caused by centralized currencies, Bitcoin tries and solves those problems. So Bitcoin is basically just a decentralized currency. It's a bank-free internet money, basically. So with Bitcoin, I know there are a lot of traders here, but to those who don't know, so Bitcoin was born, back in 2009, and during a financial crisis, right? And in 2013, it boomed, right? And there's this meme where it's like, if only I had been around when Bitcoin boomed instead of sucking my thumb as a baby. It's like just a funny meme, and it's so relatable. But to remain focused on this, it's like it boomed it boomed in 2013, right? 2015, it boomed all those times. Now, if you had a $500,000, you would want to invest all of your money on the time frame, or in the moment that Bitcoin is, just hitting all the limits, hitting past the limits that people have set for them, and just booming, going up and up and up and up and up, and people are in profits. That is when you would want to invest in Bitcoin, not when Bitcoin is at an all-time low. It is going now down, the stocks are just low. You would not want to invest your money in that. So think of your self-worth as that money, right? And then think of Bitcoin booming as your mind and appreciating assets, and then it going down is a depreciating asset. There you go. Yeah. Think of think of your mind as a depreciating asset, right? And that is when Bitcoin is obviously going down, and stocks are lost, money is lost, all of that. So you have to understand that your mind is an appreciating asset, right? That means that as much as you can look good, you are going to grow old, you're gonna get wrinkled. An accident can happen. You can be walking by, a car bumps you, you are hideous as hell. Maybe your eye is gone. Okay, not hideous, but maybe your eye is gone. You don't have an arm. No offense to people like that, but you get what I mean, right? So the moment that you lose that ability to look good, what then? Where is your self-worth? That is the question that people don't want to face. It's like, sure, I look good, sure, all of this money that I am using to improve and enhance my looks, sure, it is going somewhere now, but think of the long term. When I am 80 years old, will people care about how I look? No. So with your mind, it's actually the other way around, right? When you are younger, you hardly have any experiences, you are hardly intelligent, you are hardly wise. But as you grow older and older and older and older, you become wiser, you become smarter, and you become more so better at making decisions. I hope that you guys get what I mean. So it is I think it's something that is created by the people at the top to say that, invest in your looks, care about how you look, but truthfully and being raw, that doesn't matter. I think that you guys should really, really invest in your mind, reading podcasts, creating videos, all of that, right? There is a crack, I think not a crack, but there is a code. I think I cracked the code basically with knowledge and wisdom, but I will make a video on that and try and elaborate further on that. So my experience with this is back in COVID, after COVID, right? When I entered high school. So I used to wear, this is actually sensitive for me, but I used to wear, obviously we all used to wear masks, right? And after COVID had ended, obviously it was like, okay, why are you wearing a mask? And I was one of the very, very few people who would still walk around with their masks on. And people would ask me, why are you wearing your mask? Stuff like that. And I'm like, I am more comfortable with it on. But even though that was right, the comfortability that I spoke of was the comfortability in my comfort zone, in the sense that obviously I had so many insecurities with my teeth, right? So I had so many insecurities with my teeth and stuff like that. So I did not want people to see my teeth and be like, yo, check his teeth and stuff like that, But I think that if I had understood at that time, but in fact, no, I'm glad that I went through that. Now I understand. I can look back on that and be like, I'm glad that's something like that happened, right? Because now I understand that of course looks are important. Of course you must be hygienic, make sure that you look good, smell good, all of that, right? But your self-worth, who you are, the way that you value yourself, like, this is valuable, I value this in myself. I think a lot of that should come from up here. Right, so this video won't be long because I don't have space in the camera, but in updates I am good, guys. I just school, I need to focus a bit more, but I will upload more videos. I have tons and tons of wisdom and lessons that I want to give to you guys, and I'd love to learn more. So comment down below, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys.